Hello everyone, my name is Teacher Audrey and we're going to get started on making our water bottle bag today. Today you are going to need your water bottle bag pattern. You're going to need one piece of fabric and two pieces of fabric, and they are the same size. You're going to need your scissors, a needle, as well as some thread. Today we're going to do three things. We're going to cut our pattern, we're going to cut our fabric, and we're going to sew our fabric. So number one, cut our pattern. Number two, cut our fabric. Number three, sew our fabric. The first thing we're going to be doing is cutting out our pattern. I have our water bottle pattern here, and I have my paper scissors. We're going to use our paper scissors. We are going to cut around the black lines. Cut around the black lines. So I like to do my corner first. Just cut in here. Okay, and then cut beside here as well. So continue going, cut all the way around. When you're finished, it will look like this, okay? Your pattern looks like this. The next thing I'm going to do is cut my fabric. So I have one blue and white piece here. I have a yellow piece. I have two pieces of fabric, and I'm going to put them together so they kind of match. And then I'm going to fold them over. Now this part here is called the fold. Okay? And that's important because your pattern says cut on fold. Cut on fold. So we're going to take our pattern. We're going to put it here where the fabric is folded. We're now going to take our pins and let's put in 4 pins. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that looks good, and this is on the fold. This part is open. Now I'm going to take my fabric scissors, and I'm also going to start to cut in the corner. I'm going to cut a little bit in here. I'm going to turn sideways. I'm going to do this corner and turn sideways. Oh, just needs a little bit more, doesn't it? Okay. This part we're not going to cut. We're just going to leave. We're now going to cut up, over, and down. So you can just start to cut and keep going all around. So that's 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to just trim this corner up a little bit more, make it the same as my paper. And this one a little bit more with my paper. Okay, so now you have your paper with 4 pins, your fabric. Let's take these out And let me show you what it's going to look like. So your fabric looks like this. When you open your fabric is going to be like this. And you have 2 pieces of fabric. Now it's time to get ready to sew. Now if you are in school, I will give you a yellow paper, not a white paper, a yellow one. And what you can do is you can take that yellow paper, you can put it against the edge, you can just take your pen or your chalk and just make some marks beside it that you will sew on. So we're going to do 1, or 2. Okay. Now, if you don't have a white paper from school, then you're going to use your measuring tape. And you're going to find the 1/2 inch. Look for the gold part on your measuring tape and this long line before the number 1. This one here. And now you're going to put this at the edge and you're going to put a mark. It's also going to be the same width as a white paper. Okay, we're going to do one side, 2 sides, okay, a little bit more, and here you go. And then we're just going to take our pen, our pencil, or our chalk and just put the line together. We're going to do dot to dot. And now you have a line here to sew on. We are ready to sew, and I have my needle and my thread. And we're going to do back stitch, and I'm just going to start this by kind of going around the end. And that's how I'm going to start it. And then I'm going to come up with my first stitch here, and I'm going to put it in the same hole. So I'm going to go down and then leave a little space, come up, go down, come up, go down, come up. So as you see, it starts to make some beautiful stitching here, some beautiful stitching. Now when you're done, it is going to look like this one. You're going to sew one up here. You're going to sew it up like this. When you're finished, it will look like this. And you can put fingers in down here, okay? So in here and in here. That's all we're doing for today. I will talk to you next week.